What side?
Going in, popping air bubbles, going out. Did you hear them?
Yes.
Rolling that in and going up straight. This one is not going to have a flange on the top. It's just going to be a nice little edge. This is going to be like the middle ones, what I do on teapots. Pushing forward, pulling out, and then coming around the bend here, letting go there because it's already getting a little bit thin there. Okay. One more time around, I'm good.
It's so nice. It's so simple.
And around the bend again. And pop the air bubbles.
I didn't wedge that one.
No, I pulled this out of the top over there. It's nice consistency, just got layer in it. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and undercut
I
this.
think that's a relatively thin lip compared to what you normally throw.
Well, right. I mean, it's not too thin. If I square it off, you can see that it's not real super thin. But because it was rounded, you're not catching the real thickness of the edge. Okay. So I'm going to bring that in this way. So you can throw beautiful curves with these straight ribs. Just give it just support for whatever it is you want to do. So now once again I'm going to do an inside diameter. This particular lid fit can be a little looser. So I'm going to measure the interior here and I can move my caliper just a little bit. Okay, or you can do it spot on, and when you do your other lid, you give it a little more room. Okay, so depending on what you want to do, but you have to know what you did previously. So this is now spot on, and I'm going to grab a little piece of clay here. Let's see.
I thought you were going to throw it on there, and I thought, no.
No, I gotta take
Miracle. I like that. Oh, I love that shape.
Whose bag was that?
Mine?
You gonna take that home with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry about that.
It washes beautiful.
Here we go.
You're fine, Sammy. Relax.
Okay. I'm going to center this down a little wider than I need. And I'll just push that down just a little bit, and then I'm going to go in here and pop more air bubbles.
And take your hand away as soon as you can. Okay, I missed it. Okay, so you just went down on the side and pushed it down.
Yeah, and then I went in the middle and kind of
Okay.
left this ridge
Okay.
here, and now I'm going to bring that up. And so when you're glazing, you're not going to glaze anything from the top edge on the outside. Depends on how much room I'm leaving. Now, anymore, we wax this and we dip the whole thing in glaze, and I have to leave a little more room in my lid fit because if there's and we glaze these rims as well. So this is completely glazed. It's considered as a teapot spout handle, but this rim is not unglazed. It's completely glazed.
How do you do that then?
With tongs, you dip it in the whole thing.
No, I mean,
I know.
you're not going to fire the two.
Right, we don't fire them together.
Okay,
We fire
okay.
them separately.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we wax this little edge right here.
Okay.
And this, and that sits on the shelf. And then if you've given it the right amount of room, when you pop it into the teapot, it fits with very little rattle. It'll have a little bit though. If you try to make it real tight, if it's a perfect fit in the bisque, oh yeah, that's a nice fit. Goes right down there, as smooth as can be, but you can't really go like this with it at all.
Then the glaze will make it.
Then yes, exactly. The micrometers of the glaze will build up enough, and it won't fit. So you have to leave room for it to be like that.
How much experience did you need before you
Well, see, I always made mine fit really well because I never glazed to this area. And then one time, John decided they would look like a better product if the rim and the teapot was glazed, but he didn't say anything to me. And so it wasn't a discussion. He just decided to glaze it differently. And when he did that, they didn't fit. And then when he did what? So
that was a great conversation.
oh yeah, we don't get mad at each other. But you know, it's like, okay, if we're going to do that, then I need to leave more room in it. And so that was easy solution. Easy
But
solution. I
how
just-
many were fired before you learned
It's
that?
two.
Oh,
He'd made a change and didn't think about it needed extra room. And I didn't know it when I made them. I was assuming we were going to leave
Do,
that.
as you always do.
Yeah, yeah. So it was just a change, and the change, okay, if we're going to make this change then, you know,
it was just two of them. It's not
Right.
like the whole.
exactly. It was just a couple of them. So I'm going to make this look like this.
And a little
Edge.
Shallow.
So it's got a curve upside down.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to check this out, and I've got a little bit of space there. Probably, if I cut that space in half, it's probably a 32nd of an inch, which is probably just about right.
All right. So you use this side to measure the inside
Right.
of your teapot.
And I made sure that touched both sides. That's a spot-on fit.
Spot on fit. Then you use the wide side to make sure that flange.
It's gonna go
Is
in.
that a flange?
Yeah.
It's going to go in.
Right.
Gotcha.
And when I did that, I made sure that I have, maybe,
A smidge.
yeah, 1/16 of an inch.
Something to wiggle.
So then when there's glaze on it and it's in there, it's maybe a 32nd of an inch play. I think that would be okay.
Okay.
So
And
I'm
that's acceptable wiggle room.
that's acceptable wiggle room.
Gotcha.
And that's exactly what I'm looking for, is wiggle room. So I'll take this off.
Because you don't want it to jingle jangle.
No, you don't. You want them to fit pretty tight. So picking that one up.